One small step for LEGO, one giant leap for LEGO kind. This is LEGO Worlds. It came out a few years ago. It's pretty much the LEGO creator game that you didn't know existed. I don't know how popular it was, but I think it came out like 4 years ago, made by Traveler's Tales and maybe someone else. And yeah, it's LEGO meets like Gary's Mod, or with like randomly generated worlds. So it's pretty neat. It's kind of like their answer to Minecraft after the fact. Minecraft, I guess, surged in popularity, and someone else described it like as Little Big Planet meets Lego. So it feels like a sandbox where you like analyze objects and then you can add that to your actual repertoire or like of like explored items in the game, and then you come from space and like you crash onto this island. I guess it's like a mini continent, but it looks more like a island. And then as far as I know, you build from there. Now, I've played this game for a little bit, and I just found from there like it's so easy to lose a lot of time. It's like one of those type of games where you spend a lot of your time exploring, and you have like this portal zapper gun, which like a using gun, that lets you like manipulate objects, and it's so easy to like explore and like not actually build anything. And I actually found it really challenging to get to the point where you're building stuff, which is the part I really wanted to get to personally. And it's fun and creative, but and it lets you like build off this random terrain, but it's so easy to get lost. Like it's kind of like Lego GTA in the fact that like sense that you can get lost and like you don't actually do anything productive, I guess, in that with that time. So yeah, apparently though, if you build a castle, like you can have skeletons spawn. If you build like a old town saloon, horses will spawn. So like the game sort of reacts to whatever you build. Um, and like there's a lot of lands you can build on. Apparently there's like a desert land, but I didn't spend enough time to like find like a land of candy and chocolate like that. Um, and like there's tons of vehicles. I saw some of the vehicles. I saw the rowboats. Um, and this is a drill that I heard about, which apparently is like one of the most fun vehicles in the game. I've seen cars, I've seen like roads and other stuff, but I never got to that point. And I played it for like over an hour just like aimlessly because I found like it was kind of like hard to solve like the mini quests that they give you. Like, oh, I'm looking for chickens. So you look for the chickens, and I found a fish instead. And like so I managed to unlock that. So it seems like you like randomly unlock stuff in this game. And like for me, like apparently there's a plane as well. But for me, like the biggest flaw is like the game looks dated and there's no way to improve the resolution. Yeah, I know it came out 4 years ago, but it looks like a game from like, in my opinion, 5-10 years ago with all the fancy graphics that we're seeing these days. So it looks pretty dated from the get-go, unfortunately. And just like the game would really benefit from like extra expansions, and 2 expansions came out in its lifetime. I never played it in the alpha. I heard the game was more interesting during the alpha, and then I guess the developers like backed away supposedly. But like just adding all the items and characters from all the other Lego sets and all the other video games, that would be really tough to do and probably very time consuming. So I think that's why the developers stepped away pretty much from this, and then said, okay, you know, we can't make it anymore. Who knows what happened, but yeah, it's just, that would be crazy for the developer to make. I'm not a huge exploration type of gamer. I don't really like games where it's like a sandbox and you make the game. So I can appreciate this game for what they tried to do, but it's just, it's so easy to get caught up in that sort of aimless, oh, I'll just pick up a fish, or oh, I'll build, oh, I discovered like a throne. Like, to me, that's just tough for me to play because it's not the games I'm used to per se. And while I appreciate it, yeah, it's just I need that linearness as a gamer, my gamerness. So apparently this game was advertised like sort of a Legos all games in one, and I guess they backed away from that and then the developer, as far as I know, abandoned it. And it's a big shame because like the potential of this game was not even remotely realized, because there could have been an online and offline multiplayer. I've seen some of the stuff that some people have made, and I don't think there's a way of sharing it, as far as I know, at least easily sharing it. There's no, so the multiplayer that's not there, offline or online. There's no modding tools for custom figures, creatures, voices, quest objects. Like this game has so much potential, and it wasn't even, I'd say like maybe 25%, and that's generous. It reached like 25% of its potential, and like that was it. Like hopefully we get a Lego Worlds 2, but the budget for a game like this would probably be crazy for all those features. And like there's no free build in sandbox mode, and that's what I was personally expecting. I don't know what all the other reviewers that I saw thought from or expected from this game, but I felt like you should be able to use all the parts in the game and just, have a fun time, knock yourself out, have a silly like half an hour, whatever, or 5 hours, whatever. And I feel like that's the biggest mistake with this game. Like, unless you fall in love with the game and are patient and able to spend hours and hours unlocking, analyzing stuff, I feel like that's the wrong way. And I feel like this game, as far as I know and see, it's being abandoned because I feel like that approach of having to unlock everything item by item, area by area, like I feel like that's the wrong way. There should be an area where you can just do whatever you like, build whatever you like with everything in the game, and that would have made this game like a home run straight away. So just that downgrade that supposedly happened from alpha beta didn't help, and I kind of side with the people saying this game's kind of boring and bland, and like there's also people saying this game's amazing and had so much potential. So I'm sort of stuck between those two points of view. It costs brand new still $30, which I got like maybe $5 worth of game out of this personally, while other people could get so much more than that. So, and then there's also the 2 DLCs. They only released 2 that were $5 and $4 each. I think one was a haunted expansion, one might have been Knights or something. But yeah, this is like the closest I think we're going to get to a Lego Minecraft, at least for the time being, that's in the modern era. So if you can find this for $5 online, G2A sells it for $5. Yeah, I get it. It's worth it for the $5. But $30 plus the DLC of like $10, it's a huge investment, and I feel like that's too much for where this game ended up as, unfortunately. But yeah, for a 4-year-old game that no longer has support, that's kind of a lot of money, $30 to $40 to spend. So I'd say check it out, watch a video of it. If you can handle the fact that this game looks dated and they never achieved the goals that they were trying to aim for, presumably, go for this. Otherwise, look up Minebricks. That's the closest. But essentially, you're going to be paying $26 for the base Minecraft anyways, so you're almost paying the same amount as if you bought this. So it's tough. I would say this game, unfortunately, because it didn't reach its potential, it feels like a 5 out of 10, maybe 4 out of 10 for me. For other people, it sounds like it's a 6 or a 7 if you really love Lego and building stuff and exploring. So take that as you will. And anyways, I don't get to do a Lego joke very often, so I'll leave you with that. How does an Eskimo build a Lego house? He glues it together, eh? Alright, keep on gaming. Bye.